Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Bryant with Amusement Source, and we are here at SeaWorld San Antonio for their Christmas celebration. Very excited to be back here. There are tons of lights, lots of show offerings, and we're just excited to see what else they have to offer. So, let's head into the park. As you can see, right when you come through front gate, you're greeted with some humongous wreaths and these Christmas trees. Very nice looking on the front of their entry area.
En ese camino real, los trabajos que pasé, en ese camino real de Colima.
First main show we're going to see today is Shamu Christmas Miracles. Wanted to give you all a quick construction update on Texas Stingray. Oh man, this is, what do I have to say? It's gonna be awesome. This thing is incredible looking. This turn right here. Y'all ready for that? This one ain't gonna be bad either. It's really incredible what you can do with a family coaster, because I guarantee you this thing's gonna be very acceptable and exciting for all ages. You can kind of look over there, and they've come much further along on the station and the queue area. We will try to get up on the Turtle Reef section and give you all a better look at that as well. Before we walk up onto Turtle Reef, you can see that there are Christmas decorations with recycled bottles, and I do believe there's a tree up on Turtle Reef that's made out of recyclable pieces as well. Yes, it is right over here. I like this. This is really cool. They're just really working to keep you conscious on helping protect the environment and how important it is. There's lots of conservation efforts constantly taking place at SeaWorld, which is really one of the things that makes it so outstanding. We've made it up on top of the Turtle Reef section where all of the rides are, and just giving you a look at that main station there. We will kind of go around in a minute. I just wanted to show you. So there was a photo op right here. They are remodeling that. I do believe it will probably be the on-ride photo for Texas Stingray when it opens. See over here next to the main lift is part of the queue house, so I think you're going to get a really good view of the ride while you're waiting. And then of course here's a closer look at the station. You can see that there are gates and such installed in there, and I really think they're going to be working pretty hard to get this open near the beginning of next season. It's looking really good. This is definitely probably the most exciting ride being built in Texas this year. One thing I love about this area over by Great White is that they have these kind of classic old school light up Christmas decorations. There's a huge Santa and his reindeer photo op right here that they say don't climb on, but everyone's climbing on. And of course this is where you have dinner with Santa and Mrs. Claus if you pay for that. I don't know the price, we'll have to find out. Of course they theme all of their games to Christmas time. There's tons of elves out here for some reason. I'm sure there's a good reason, I just don't know. But I love that they re-theme this whole little area right here. Here you can kind of see the extent of the kind of old school retro Christmas look. And just all kinds of little tiny things here. And I'm really excited for tonight when it gets dark and you can really see the effort they put into their Christmas light decorations. Over here by the penguin encounter is the return of these funny snowmen that they have. So you have Elvis, and then of course the Blues Brothers over here. And they do have some more along here over by Wave Breaker Rescue Coaster. You can see there is a rock and roll snowman. There's a Spurs snowman. I love how every area just has kind of like a little theme going on. Of course you can probably see the cluster of lights that they put in the bushes, which at night are very impressive. Saw a clip of the live nativity show that they do over by the Sesame Street area. Now we're going to watch Clyde and Seymour's Countdown to Christmas.
What is that? Oh, he's an elf, and I bet he's here to make sure that Clyde and Seymour calculated.
Over here to Journey to Atlantis, oh my, and you can see that they have put Christmas lights solid all the way from the top of the drop down through the run out back to the station, and of course the fence line all the way along here is also just covered in lights. As we move down past Journey to Atlantis, you have this whole Rudolph themed section with all of these cutouts that you can take pictures with. And they do have a merch set up right here for merchandise, Rudolph merchandise. And there is a photo op with the actual characters down here. You can see we've got Bumble and Rudolph out right now. It's pretty awesome. If you have a photo key, then they can take your picture and put that on your photo key. But I did want to point out all of the really nice photo ops that they had throughout here. It's a really cool area. You gotta give Bumble a hug. It's so funny. Out here by Orca Stadium, we have just a crazy amount of lights in the trees and on the ground. You can see them all along the back there, even where guests might not necessarily end up, but they have it covered. I mean, it's just crazy, and it goes all the way down this way. It's not even dark yet, and this is just boom in your face. Here's more of these Christmas lights over here. One thing I really like is they have these really humongous ornaments and Christmas lights. I really like this stuff. It's very cool, and it looks like some of their lights aren't on right now, but I imagine when they are, this is pretty crazy. We'll go around so you can kind of see the ornaments back there. Pretty awesome. I do want to point out that in various places they have these snowflake logos, and if you look close enough, you'll see a certain design. I want to know in the comments below, what do you see when you look at this snowflake? They've gone super crazy on this side too. There's just lights all over everything. And even this construction wall back here for Texas Stingray, it's just crazy lights everywhere, all the way down the thing. Now you can see here at Turtle Reef, this recyclable looking garland is lit up, and they've put more of this kind of bedding down on the floor, green Christmas lights. for the Turtle Reef section. And then of course the recyclable Christmas tree is all lit up there. And of course you have the really cool tunnel ahead. And once you leave this tunnel, you end up in the SeaWorld Christmas market, which there are lots of Christmas lights. There are also reindeer up here in this little pen. He's just hanging out. There he is. There's the reindeer just hanging out. Of course you have shops lined up here with all kinds of Christmas stuff. You have ornaments and pretty much any other thing you want. They have mugs and shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff. You can see there are all kinds of Christmas lights up this way as well. Pretty much as far as the eye can see. And then you end up at the Rio Loco entrance, which is open right now, by the way. And on the opposite end, Santa's workshop, where you meet Santa. I don't think he's there right now. He's probably on his dinner break, but if you want to meet Santa, you go here, and your photo key is valid. So if you have that photo key, you can get a digital picture with Santa. More Christmas lights here. I love this garland that they have on their buildings. Colored appropriately depending on where you are. Across from here you have the boot tree like last year. And then you have the poinsettia tree over this way. There's also a chair in front of the poinsettia tree so you can do a photo op. And then of course just Christmas lights everywhere. I do want to show y'all something that I saw back in this area. And even in this eating area, all these trees have lights on them, of course. But then it's another poinsettia photo op back here if you want to take one. And over here on the penguin encounter, it is just probably the craziest building related lights that you're gonna see. There is also a snow globe photo op out front. Of course, if you have a photo key, works there as well. We'll just kind of keep going. You can see this whole building is just boom, in your face. The lights everywhere. I love the bushes in front of the building too. Those are very dense. There is a tree here. It's not working. I'm not sure why. But the tree is really cool when it does work. So, not sure. But you can just see lights. Crazy. Here in the Currents gift shop, there is a whole Christmas train display in here. So cool. So cool. There is this Peace on Earth section right near the entrance to Steel Eel. They have all of these lanterns down on the floor. You can see it's a very peaceful area. They also have lanterns up in the trees, and it's just a different vibe, but in a good way. And of course we have Christmas lights up near the entrance of Steel Eel. That does it for our trip to SeaWorld San Antonio. I am super excited about Texas Stingray. As you can see, it looks like they're really trying to get this ride open by the opening of their 2020 season or right after. So this thing's coming right around the corner and it's going to be a lot of fun. SeaWorld's Christmas celebration was absolutely top-notch, as it always is. The Christmas lights and their presentation are absolutely incredible. This is by far probably the best theme park Christmas light situation that you can find yourself in. So I highly recommend coming out here, even if it is just to walk around and look at the Christmas lights. I had a lot of fun at the shows. I actually hadn't seen any of the Christmas shows before, so it was kind of cute to see the Christmas themed animal shows and of course the Shamu show. So if you have time to fit those in, I do recommend it. If you have any questions about SeaWorld San Antonio, please ask us in the comments below. I encourage you to go look at all of our other visits to SeaWorld San Antonio because you can see how other special events, such as their Seven Seas Food Festival, Hallow Scream, all of those things go. And of course we have other Texas Stingray construction updates if you want to see the progress of that ride as well. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you soon at a theme park.
Thank you.